Hello everyone. Today we shall look into how slicer works, hierarchy slicer works. You could get the custom visual from this get more visuals. You could click on this get more visuals and use this hierarchy slicer. I have added it. Once I click on the hierarchy slicer, here is a table with categories, subcategories, city and sales. Once I click on the hierarchy slicer, you could see that this is my hierarchy slicer visual. Okay, and here I wanted to use the fields where I have to slice my data from the table. I'll bring this category and subcategory to my hierarchy. You could see that my hierarchy is visible over here. I could increase its size, go to the format, and you could click on the items, and if you scroll down you could see the text size. You could increase its text size. I'll help you understand with the other settings. Okay, and let us see how we could use it. Once you click on the left triangle mark, okay, it will open up the subcategories and you could choose it. This is my category and it will filter out my sales accordingly. You can even view the individual sales. Okay, you can even see the sales of other subcategories. You could view the sales of my like other subcategories. There are few format settings which could help you like utilize it. First, in the general, this telemetry is like for auto detection of data, which is recently updated, or maybe when you are using the cloud sources, this could help. And in the selection controls, here I have my multi select. Suppose that I could select by pressing control, I could multi select it, so that my sum of sales could vary according to that. Here if I turn it off and turn on my single select, you could see that my buttons has turned to the round shape, where I could select only single entity, either category or subcategory. I could only choose single entity in order to represent the sales. And coming to the selection type, here it is a standard form. If you choose, I'll make it back to the multi-select option. If you choose the leaves only, you could see that here my categories, my checkboxes for categories has disappeared, and you could see only the checkboxes available for the subcategories. This is uh, this is the hierarchy slicer leaves where it is at the which is at the bottom level. Okay, and I'll make it to standard. In the hide members, if there are any parental columns or parental categories which you have used, you could either show them or hide them. And you could mention a label for them to get identified. If there are empty strings, whether you require them to represent or not, you could turn it off and turn it on. Here, since we have the empty strings data, sorry, we don't have the empty strings data, it is like fine to view the data. We have this select all option. We could turn it on. You could see the select all option over here. I could either select all or deselect it, and I could select the necessary categories which I wanted. So this is all about selection controls. Let us see how slicer header settings work. You could see this category label in the top. This is my slicer header. I could change it to my new slicer name. So now it has changed to new slicer. You could even show the summary, like it is the bakery, whatever you choose. It changes actually. Suppose that my category is beverages, then it now if you choose the subcategory, even that subcategory is represented over here. Or if you don't want to show it, then you could turn it off. You could make a background for it. Suppose that I want a dark background with font color as white. I have my background for it. Okay, I could make an outline for it. whether in the, depending on the position. I'll keep it top only. I could increase its text size. Okay, I could change its font. I could change its style. I maybe I could use it in italic, and I could change its weight also, maybe bold. Okay, it will make it bold, or you could make it semi bold. So these are few slicer header settings where you could make the changes. Here you could see that there is this minus and plus icon. I'll show you. This is called zoom mode. I'll show you in the settings. And let us come to the items. These are the items. Suppose that you could change the font color. I want to change it to blue color, and now you could see that my font has turned to blue. You could change the color of the checkbox. I'll keep it to maybe uh, purple, so that the checkboxes are visible. These are my checkboxes. If you hover over it, I want it to show in maybe orange color. So if I hover over it, you could see that my hover when I hover my mouse, it turns to orange color. When you select it, suppose that when you select it, you want into different color. Suppose that I select this. Now my selection has turned to different color. This is called select color. And scroll bar color is like, suppose that I am reducing its size, and this is my scroll bar, which you could see where I could use it for scroll. And now I could even set the color of my scroll bar. Now I change it to orange. This orange color is my scroll bar. Okay. And even you could increase the text size, and change your font style, font family, and font weight. So these are about the items in my hierarchy slicer. Let us come to zoom mode. Here you could see this plus button. If you want to zoom the data, you could enable it, and then click on the plus icon to zoom it. Here already it is like 50%. If you change it to 100%, it will change it to 100%. If you want it small, you could change it to small 25%, or you can once you click on the minus button, these categories will be minimized. And if you click on plus button, your subcategories will open up. And even zoom mode, it is, you could change here. And the header, if you don't want header, you could turn it off. Okay. And you could turn it on if you want. And let us come to the tooltip settings. If you use any tooltip, you could choose the tooltip over here. And the icon which you have, you could suppose that you have a tooltip, and you could change the icons which could be used in a different shape over here. So these are few settings with respect to hierarchy slicer. And in hierarchy slicer, even the field which you see in this values field, you could use the measures. Maybe in this hierarchy slicer, is filtered dax function works. Do explore it, and try utilizing the hierarchy slicer in different contexts. Hope you are able to understand. Thank you for watching.